Welcome back. So, where we left off, you guys were taking a stretch rest. So, about a 15-minute break, and I will go over if you remember the rules for a stretch rest. During a stretch rest, you heal a d6 hit points. And I think you guys did this at the end of the last session, so we wouldn't forget. The one thing I did want to remind you is your memento that you have with you. You can use that during a stretch rest to get rid of an extra condition that your character might have. Since we did that at the end of last session, I want to remind you, you could say that you have done that because your memento refreshes at the start of a new session. So your humble and merciful game master is reminding you of that rule. So any stretch rest things that you had wanted to accomplish during this break, you guys can go ahead and do that. So 2 conditions with your memento can be restored, plus a d6 hit points, a d6 willpower points. Now, elves, I think you guys have a thing that allows you to get an extra d6 of those. So double check with your racial traits on that to see if that will benefit you greatly.
Yeah, and we get an extra condition healed just from being an elf also.
There you go. So with your memento, you guys could actually get gather your up to 3 conditions back. So
yeah.
I need to email some game designers for favoring elves all the time.
You know? Yeah, somebody over at Dragonbane headquarters really likes elves. So I wanted to remind you of those rules, but you also got to remember you can only take 1 stretch rest per shift. So when you take a long rest, you only get 1 of those little breaks, and then that's it. So moving on from that, you guys are in this web-filled cavernous space within this cave. Several of you have light sources that continue to glow out to the outside, where just webbing is kind of clinging to all the walls within this cave. There seem to be 3 pathways going on from here. It looks as if you guys can go to the east, west, or north from this location. What would you guys like to do?
What do the directions look like? Does one look more well-traveled? Is it, cobblestone street? I mean...
I would say, I will give you this, as you're looking around, Geyer. The way to the west looks very tight and small. Like you'd have to squeeze through that. Okay. So basically to your left on the screen. But if you go to the right or the north, they seem to be wider to the point where you could probably fit, at least one person could walk naturally through it without like feeling like you're if you ever seen the movie The Descent, where they have to like climb through really, really tight spaces, that would freak me out in real life. Yeah, okay, you put the big X on the screen like that. Do not go that way. But yeah, the northern way and the eastern way kind of look the most open. Actually, as you're looking in the western way, it looks like within 15 meters or so in, it looks like it actually splits into a Y.
The narrow one?
No, the one to the right of the screen. So it would be to your east.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can just walking through this space, Kalska's trying to burn away the webbing at each focal point while we're debating what we're doing. She's just using her torch to like clear it a little bit,
and it burns rapidly. Like as soon as you touch it with the torch, it like you can see it kind of the burn kind of just pulls out from that area and just keeps on going until it has nowhere to burn from. Yeah,
I'm just clearing all that up. But can I, as I'm getting close to each pathway, can I listen to see if I hear either more scuttling or any other yet unheard noises down either pathway?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make an awareness roll.
It's worth trying to figure out which way to go.
Oh, and just because I saw it on my notes from last time, Geyer still has a dragon from chat.
Yes.
I succeed on my awareness roll.
You succeed on your awareness roll. Let's see.
So I'm checking both pathways to see if I just if it just sounds like oops, all spiders, or no, nothing down this pathway.
Even succeeding on your roll, you don't hear much. I would say from the eastern direction, you probably hear what sounds like a faint whistle of maybe a breeze or wind.
A whistle?
Yeah, like a
Not like a jaunty tune whistle, but just like
doesn't sound like
the
somebody's
flow
like
of air.
just like a flow of air.
Numeral pulls out her whistle and is considering using it.
It's not a melodic whistle. It's more like just like a faint, constant blowing of the.
I feel like maybe our noise is what maybe got the spiders to come towards us before.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we don't make noise.
Maybe the Oracle would hear us if we used the whistle, though.
I swear, if the Oracle's on like vacation, I'm gonna be really mad.
Numeral will tuck her whistle back in for now, not wanting more spiders to come.
The Oracle's just laying on a beach chair in Hawaii.
Yeah, or like even just like in the lake on the other side of the mountain, and we just didn't notice. It's fine. Kauska will turn and look at everyone and just say, "There's wind down there." So that could either just be like an opening on the top part of the cave, which is interesting considering how far down we've gone. Or could
be an opening to the other side of the world, and we could just fall through.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how the world works.
You never know.
The world is a giant disc with ice around the outside of it to keep us in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is.
Kauska is suddenly looking very disturbed.
We've all learned something about Geyer today.
I have these pamphlets. I can tell you all about it.
Kauska burns the pamphlets immediately.
I kind of love the ice theory, though, to be honest.
No,
It's a compelling theory.
I don't know which way to go, guys. I mean,
I like the idea of wind.
Yeah, let's investigate that maybe.
if we don't
I mean,
find
if you look
anything,
down the ways, it does split, so we're going to have to divide into two groups to find out which where the wind is coming
we want to split up.
No, we should stay together and just explore together.
Wind sounds like an opening, whether it's an exit or an entrance. We should at least check it out.
Sounds good.
Uh,
To the wind.
Kauska goes over and scratches
To
Connery
the
behind
wall.
the ears.
sorry.
Till the sweat drips down your what? Your mall.
I have them all.
The last encounter with the spiders left me sickly, and that's why I sound like this.
Yeah, maybe we should get you some tea if we find that oracle.
If we get some tea, I'm pouring rum into your tea.
All
When we
right.
get there.
So it looks like Geyer and Belthus and Snoomer are leading the way there, heading to the eastern pathway. Now it does kind of veer off. It's basically as soon as you guys get off this like little battle map, it kind of goes off, and one kind of goes directly to the east, so kind of straight off, and it's a wider pathway, and one kind of starts to head a little bit south. And it's a tighter pathway, only about like, you guys would have to go single file down that pathway.
Can I make some sort of a check? I know a ways back, we came to an intersection.
Yes.
That one of the paths to the north, I want to say, was a much smaller passageway. Is there any check I could make to try to figure out if we've sort of looped around and this is connecting between those 2 points?
Make a bushcraft roll for me.
That's succeed.
Nice.
I really thought about burning that dragon too.
You actually believe that the cave to the tight cave to the left that you didn't want to go through, like wrapped all the way around to where that intersection was where you passed before. So you're actually
Okay,
going in
but
the
the other-
opposite direction.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the other small pathway is the same small pathway from before, essentially.
Yeah. So the same pathway that you passed a while ago, that would have led you you have a feeling, Geyer, that would have led you just back around to that point. And it would have been a very uncomfortable trek the whole way there just to find out that you just backtracked yourself.
Okay.
So Xing that out was probably a very wise decision.
As we walk down this new hallway, and it splits off, can we tell which way the air is coming from?
The more straight, like wider eastern way, the wider path, that's where like you've heard like the whistles and wind go. Southeastern, you hear a little bit of water flow. And if you guys remember, you just jumped over an underground kind of stream.
So that could also just backtrack us to where we were.
I mean, we were going to investigate the wind. We might as well follow that way for now.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys continue down that path. Who's leading the way?
Geyer will be up front one way or another because I've got the ring light going.
I'm like right behind him. Yeah.
Always near Geyer. She's kind of almost always tripping up Belthus and Geyer as she's like right by their feet.
I'd be behind Balthus.
Okay. And good evening, Nikki Wright. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate you hanging out. So one thing, as you guys are going through this, you guys all hear a scraping, scratching sound echoing through the tunnels. And you try to like trace the sound, like kind of look around where it's coming from, but it's coming from like small, really tiny, like cavities within the walls that like you can't even like stab a blade through. Like it's like these small like cracks and crevices, and sometimes when you're looking, you see and Geyer like shines his light. You see something like shift and then disappear, like as if something moved on the opposite side of the cave wall.
Hearing the sound, does this sound like the undead that we ran into in the Ritter Mound that was like dragging a massive sword behind him?
Nope, sounds more like to you similar to the spider skittering.
Hear me out. Can we spend 15 minutes talking to this wall?
I don't think the wall is alive.
I don't think that they're going to stay by us with our lights on, Conry.
And actually, as Kalska, as you say that, that you have a feeling like the light is causing a lot of them to have this kind of emotion and movement, like they're skittering about. Yep.
Guess we'll just keep
So,
going towards the
Go
wind
deeper.
You going? Okay.
carefully.
Okay, so not far. You kind of shift a little bit through that, but not far from where you guys heard all that skittering coming from. You come to another kind of open area, another open chamber. Along the walls lie old swords and armor covered with dust and dirt. Yellowed bones and blankly glaring skulls can be seen here and there scattered upon the ground.
do the goods seem of a sellable value?
Actually, most of the gear, as you're kind of looking around, when you walk in, you look around, Geyer, most of the gear is broken beyond repair. But you do, as you're like pushing some of the bones out of the way, you find a broadsword lying among the remains. It's still in pretty good shape. You also find a flail, a set of chainmail, and an open helmet that are still in usable condition.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Would Numeral like recognize any insignias or anything like that on it, any of this armor?
I'm glad you asked. Make a myths and legends roll for us, Numeral.
Iris picked up the flail and is trying to swing it around. I have no idea how to use it.
Belvis is blocking it with his shield.
Casca dies behind Belfast.
Success with a 4. Yeah. These remind you of the remnants of the Draconic Empire. These look like armor and weapons from Dragon Knights.
Looks like we're in another Dragon Empire tomb of sorts.
Geyer hears tomb and just mid flail. Let's go with the flail.
He shatters into the corner. You hear it crush some skulls and bones.
I also found a broadsword. Anyone need one?
I think the broadsword's bigger than me, Mr. Geyer.
It's about the same size as me, so.
Quite a selection of swords already.
Mm-hmm. Numeral?
I'm quite skilled with this knife now that it's all fixed up. I don't think I could carry a sword anyway.
Well, we can't leave it here. I mean, there's chainmail, there's the broadsword, the flail, that helmet.
Well, if you can carry things, be our guest.
I'm already carrying this very heavy gold necklace.
What gold necklace? We have a
Never
gold
mind.
Last time. Out of character. Kalska will open up her backpack and take out the bottle of rum so it doesn't get crushed and go, we can put the helmet or something in here. I have space.
Geyer will get the chainmail and sort of get that as compact as he can and give that to Kalsika.
Okay.
I'll carry the broadsword, I guess.
I'll put those in my backpack for now, just for the sake of.
Belfast is gonna stow the broadsword for you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a backpack, so I'm carrying my rope.
I could probably get one more thing if you need.
I know, I'm just trying to remember. Actually, Numeral, you would know this. Is a grimoire considered one of your inventory slots?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got my my notebook, my rope. I mean, ink and quill, is that an inventory slot? I think so, right?
I think
Is
so.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everything.
And I've got the gold necklace, so I literally can't carry anything else.
I can fit one more thing.
Okay, Geyer will hand you the flail. So with the broadsword or without the broadsword?
Both. I can carry two. Yeah, the broadsword and one
And
weapon.
yeah, he'll hand you both weapons, the broadsword and the flail.
Cool.
No. So now
Connery,
Belfast
can you
has
carry
got
the
a
helmet?
flail.
Uh-oh, that's dangerous. Not ready.
Or Connery doesn't answer, Guyer's just going to take the helmet and put it on Connery's head.
Bane to awareness.
If it's metal, he won't be able to do spells now.
Well, then he can carry it. He just wouldn't answer me. I asked.
Is it a metal open helmet? Or
yeah,
is it
it'd be
leather?
made of metal. Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna stick it in my bag.
All right. You got it. Yeah, you click that. Geyer, you can make an additional spot hidden roll for me.
Oh, okay.
Because you were the one that said that you were going through and kind of sifting through the stuff a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll it, but I'm gonna burn that dragon on this. So it's gonna be a dragon.
Oh, all right. You're gonna burn it on that?
Yep.
All right. Well, since you got a dragon, you find the equivalent of 2 treasure cards among the dirt and bones on the floor. Now, my question to you is, would you like to do both from the traditional deck? Do you want to do both from the expanded deck, or do you want to do like one from each? I'll let you choose.
Do one from each.
Okay, I have a question. Are you able to see, can you see the deck on your tabletop?
Yep, I can see it says treasure 2.
Oh, you don't have treasure 1?
Nope.
Oh, let me see something here. I want to fix that right now. Decks. Let's go to treasure deck.
Initiative and treasure 2.
Yo, how do I change that? Oh, Players can draw cards. There we go. Show deck to players. Save changes. Can you see it now?
Yep, now I see a treasure deck and a treasure 2.
Let me check treasure 2 to make sure. Okay. All right. Now I'll let you just go. All you have to do to like draw them, I think, is click and drag one onto the actual tabletop, and it'll flip it and put it on the tabletop for us. If you like drag it over to the middle. Oh, looks like you found some silver coins, and you can pick another card.
Okay, so where did that one just go? Is that okay? That's over there.
Yeah,
and that was from the original deck, right?
That appears to be, yeah.
Yeah, that was from the original. So then we'll drag this over and put in between us and adventuring gear.
Oh, let's see what we got. So I'm going to zoom in a little closer on these so everybody can see. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Is it shift? Yeah, so 3d6 times 10 silver coins. You can roll 3d6 and see how much silver you come up with within this chamber.
120.
Yeah, 120 silver coins.
Wait,
Dang.
what?
That is a big haul for this game. So silver coins. Let's see what the adventuring gear is. So it says roll a d6 for that. So you can roll a d6 as well for that.
Okay, and that's a 4.
So you got a padlock.
Hey,
That might be useful for somebody in your business, your line of work.
very much so.
So a padlock. There you go. So we found some treasure within that room.
Okay, and everyone is going to get 24 silver coins.
Oh. Geyer distributes out the silver amongst the party.
He shares the wealth. 26, you said?
24.
24.
So that is
20,
31.
25, you said?
Listen here, you.
So
Kalska just hides when Geyer's angry face comes out when they talk about money.
Kalsika, you can see that from where you enter this room, there are only 2 exits. There is one to like the northeast, but it is a really tight, narrow space. Like you're gonna have to squeeze through this place, and that's where the breeze is coming from. Then you got an area that's a little bit wider to the south. You can hear some water running coming from that spot.
Kalska,
I can go
Wants
ahead and
to-
see what the
I could go with her because I'm pretty skinny.
We're small. We can go just look to see where the breeze is coming from and if it's worth Belthus trying to squeeze through with all of his extra gear. As he's carrying an extra flail and an extra broadsword.
Yeah.
We can do sneaking too. Mine's pretty decent.
Yeah, we can go just see if we can find where the breeze is coming from, and then if all else fails, you guys just gotta run in single file after us.
I really don't like this idea.
Okay, but what if there's more treasure over there?
I just don't like the idea of you wandering off without me.
You're pretty small. Can you fit too?
I'm smaller than you and Belthus, and probably Connery too.
Maybe us 3 can go, and then Connery and Belthus can wait.
I'll guard the passage.
At the entrance, yell if there's
Behind you.
spiders.
Okay, then I will take point.
Okay, Kalska
I
almost
do have
argued.
the light anyway, so that's.
Yeah, I also have a torch, so I was.
Oh yeah.
fine. But she's not going to argue with Geyer on him going first, since he seems worried.
Okay.
Can't let anything happen to my Kalska.
I can't let anything happen to my Mr. Geyer. This is a conundrum we face every week.
Right.
I'll
Right.
be in the back of our
Trio.
little trio.
It's like,
And I'll be
you 2 go
sneaky.
first. I'll follow behind. So you guys are going to try to make sneaking rolls? You're going to try to be sneaky in here? It's going to be hard to be sneaky with light sources. Just to let you know.
Oh yeah.
If we're going down this pathway, I would probably leave my torch with Belthus or Connery. Since Geyer has his ring, we don't need both
Mhm.
right now.
Oh. Yeah, Geyer's being so loud.
Is it even worth us rolling on them at this point?
I did mine, but yeah, I don't know.
I made mine.
Succeeded for
I
what
made
it's
it.
worth.
I'm just marching in front. They're like 10 yards behind me. I'm in front. Light bright, light bright.
It's a shining light on my ring everywhere. No, this is a really tight tunnel, so I need all of you to make acrobatics rolls for me, please, because there are some areas where you have to like squeeze yourself through this tunnel. Like, it is tight. Oh, 2 in a row? How's that even possible?
Geyer just gets jammed up and we run into
That's actually exactly what happens. Geyer gets stuck in the tunnel. And you have to suffer a condition of your choice because you got stuck in the tunnel.
Can't this be like a Winnie the Pooh situation where we're just pushing his butt? Get him out.
He has to pick a condition first, but then I'm gonna let you guys resolve it. Yeah.
I am extremely disheartened right now because that is the closest thing to humiliated as I can find.
Yeah, he's regretting coming with us.
So, Kalsika, I think you were going second. You come upon Geyer. He is just flat out stuck. He's stuck between the rock, and he's holding his duck bill down, very defeated and disheartened. It looked like he was trying to squeeze before you kind of came around the corner a little bit, and then when he noticed that you were there, he kind of like just stopped.
Mr. Geyer,
What?
maybe next time I should go first. And Kalska's just gonna give him a very gentle nudge to help him through.
Okay. So Kalsika kind of is kind of pushing you. Like, are you using your arms, or are you like propping your feet up and like pushing him through with your feet?
I'm pushing him with my feet through, only because I think she's more powerful in her legs than her arms, being a little halfling that has to keep like triple time to keep up with everybody.
Okay, here's what we got to do. Geyer, you can make an additional acrobatics roll with a boon because you're being helped out of this tight space.
Okay, with a boom.
Yep. Surely he can't roll 3 in a row. Okay, good. There you go. It's going to be a good advancement night for Geyer, I can tell already.
You know? We're already.
So with the help of Kalsika, Geyer, you're able to free yourself through this tight tunnel. You're able to squeeze yourself through to the other side, where it does open up after about 40 meters of doing this. It kind of spills out, and you can see there's an area that goes to the right of you, which would be to the east, and then a tunnel that leads to the west. And they're a little wider. Like, you guys still have to go single file, but it's not like you're squeezing through these small little tunnels trying not to get stuck. You do notice that the area to the east has some like carved steps that lead upwards. The walls still seem like a cave, but there's like a set of 4 or 5 steps that lead to kind of like a landing, and then it turns to the left from what you can see, and then kind of disappears.
Do we see footprints or anything recent in here?
You can make an awareness roll or bushcraft, your choice.
Pick 2 of your worst things and decide. Well, awareness isn't that bad, huh? I don't make it, and I'm not pushing it for this. It's a dark tunnel. I'm not.
Numeral also rolled an 18, so I'm guessing that's a fail.
Yeah.
Can I roll as they're looking around, seeing they're trying to figure something out?
Yeah, it looks like they're looking at the ground, trying to look for any tracks or footprints or something. Yeah. You don't see anything. No footprints, no tracks.
Okay.
Nothing that would... Nothing
No
that would
signs of
like...
life?
Yeah, nothing. It's strange.
Should we
Go
We
get
should
the
probably
others.
our
get
friends
the
come
others.
before we go upstairs?
Yeah, we should probably.
No.
Oh,
I'll go back. I'll go back. I'll go back.
Guy
And
turns
Calvin
around,
just-
looks at the skinny cave, and just sighs.
Oh wait. Am I allowed
how is Belthus going to get through there?
pure force?
Here, give him this. And Numeral would hand him the Thunderbird feather that we got from our first session that gives a boon to acrobatics rolls once per gaming session.
Ooh.
She's been wearing it in her little bone necklace.
That's a clever idea.
I thought this was just decoration. You're telling me it's okay. Kauska goes.
It infuses you with some of the power of the Thunderbirds.
Kalsika,
You know,
are
Miss
you
Anne
put-
once told me that the Thunderbirds are as she starts disappearing down the hallway.
Are you putting Are you putting that on while you go through? Just remember, if you use it, then no one else
I'm
can
not
use
using
it.
it. No, I'm just carrying it with me up ahead of me like a
Got it.
like a trophy.
Go ahead and make
As
your
I-
acrobatics roll to get back through. So is Kalsika the only one going? Geyer and Tanumero are going to wait here? Okay, perfect.
Probably.
Geyer's going to look at Numeral. So should we go
Ooh.
poke
10
around upstairs?
10,
and
yeah.
getting everyone?
You know what? It's because Kauska doesn't have light with her, so she's having some difficulty, so she barely makes it through.
Mhm. Sure, it's harder to see. Yep.
She trips a couple times, she doesn't tell anybody.
Mhm. So, as Kalsika comes back out, you can see that Belthus and Conry are just standing guard, waiting patiently. They're in that chamber with all the skeletal remains laying on the floor.
Actually, I have a piece of chalk, so I would have taken this time to teach Belthus a game from my homeland called Tic-Tac-Toe.
Oh, right.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Excellent.
For some reason, he's been winning, so I can't explain it.
Hey, do me a favor, guys. Make a contested intelligence roll.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's
Oh my
see
God,
who
what's
wins. And Belvis does win.
Draw that
Call
line, my friend.
Bye, numeral.
What?
Kals-
Numeral ran up the stairs. I'm following her.
And Kalsika,
Nope. Kauska pokes her head back out, and after
Mm-hmm.
seeing Conry's whole body position change after he loses, she just goes, "Hey guys, we found some stairs, and it's kind of tight, but you gotta come with us because we want to go up the stairs, and we can't leave you here."
Okay.
Sir Wolfkin, a rematch will have to wait.
Yeah.
Kauska grabs the feather, takes the feather out, and goes, "Belthus, this is from Tinny. She says it'll help you not get stuck. There is one part where we almost got stuck, so I'm gonna make sure I go first and tell you to move correctly. Conry, you might have to push Belthus."
Got it.
And Kauska
Alright.
happily leads the way back. Just,
Okay, I need 3 acrobatics checks.
I'll push for my luck with this, aren't I?
Oh boy.
Each of you make an acrobatics roll to not get stuck. Oh no.
Oh, I don't. Kauska would
Oh,
push
boy.
it just so she doesn't get.
Conry
Question:
makes
Can
it.
I actually get stuck in this tunnel, being the size that I am, or do I just
you,
trip a lot?
you still could get stuck in this tunnel, yes. It's
Her-
small.
Kauska is. She's getting a little tired and her pride's on the line because she's the small one. So she's like, "I can do it," and then she's failing epically. So she's gonna push.
Oh no, the exact
Oh,
same
I
Oh
thing.
no.
So okay, Kauska's going. So Mr. Belthus, you have to be careful right here because this is right where Mr.
An excellent demonstration. It's almost realistic.
Her feet are just hanging in the air. She's like,
Wow.
So,
I like her form. How does
Kalsika,
she stay
really
still?
yeah,
committed to the
Kalsika,
role,
you
yeah.
you must take a condition of your choice, and let us know what condition you take and why.
she doesn't like being underground this much. And it makes her feel suffocating. She's starting to feel a little sick and lightheaded down here. She's a little freaked out, and just claustrophobic slightly, especially when she gets stuck. She's like, "I'm gonna vomit and I'm gonna die."
Belthus, are you using the feather token?
Yeah, I'm gonna a couple things. I'm gonna leave behind that Dragon Empire era broadsword because I need to stash my armor. I need room for my armor, so I'm just gonna hopefully come back to that at some point.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, so you just leave the sword there in that room and stash in your armor as you try to crawl through here. Sure.
Yep.
Good. Actually, because you did that, because of your heavy armor, you would have had to roll with a bane, so that takes your bane away.
Thank goodness. And I am calling upon the blessing of the Thunderbird from this feather, thanking Lady Seer from afar for.
As you do, that feather begins to glow with like this bright blue, and it almost like as you're holding it in your hand, it almost seems like you see like lightning and electricity kind of just reach out like a claw, like around your hand. Doesn't shock you, but you can feel it has this power about it.
I'll kind of look back at Conry, Sir Wolfkin, and we've come a long way since these times, huh? Come a long way. I'm gonna go for it.
All right, you can make yours with a boon.
I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
I am disheartened that even with all these, all these situations stacked in my favor, I'm still struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Trying again.
Come on. Yes! Oh! He does it! The only problem is you catch up to Kalsika, who is stuck.
I'll just kind of... Lady Halfling, if you don't mind, pardon me, and I'll give her a little shove.
Okay. Kalsika, make an acrobatics with a boon for us, please. To get unstuck. She doesn't move.
I only rolled one because the
Oh, yeah. Boon
I still don't make it. I'm stuck.
My
I'm wet.
God.
So you...
Kalska's feet
Can
just
you and
dangle.
Dyer hear this yet?
Yeah, you can probably hear some struggling from the cave.
Your Kalska's like
Oh,
slightly
no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lady Halfling. Oh.
Geyer's heading back down, getting the rope out.
Okay, using a rope.
Well, please hold this end. I think Belthus must have gotten stuck in Kalska. Can't move
my
him with all that
Kalska's
armor on it.
Even with the feather? Okay.
And now leave one end with her, and I'll start making my way down to.
Geyer, make an acrobatics check for
He
us.
turns the corner and sees Kalska just crying. Oh my gosh, we're all gonna get stuck.
You gonna push it, or are you gonna get stuck again?
Why do you guys all have such bad acrobatics?
Can I try to move Kalska since I'm down there?
Yeah.
Can I yank it?
All right.
Here,
What do you want?
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that with Belthus and Conry both like behind, like Belthus kind of like ducks and Conry goes over top of Conry's over top of Belthus, and they're both like shoving Kalsika. They eventually get free, only for you guys to stumble into Geyer, who is now stuck holding a rope.
I may have gotten stuck.
Oh gosh. Can I yank the rope to try to pull them out?
Absolutely. Roll against your strength.
That's not gonna be great.
But watch,
Yeah,
she'll
it's
do
not
it. It'll be
good.
fine.
Okay.
She's got it.
Stop, fine.
I'm glad you left the mage to pull the rope. Yeah, Geyer, you're holding onto the rope, and you feel a tug from the other side.
I don't like this cave anymore.
I
Kalska's just
don't
like
either.
pushing on Geyer, and her feet are just like in the ground.
And with the help of Kalsika, Belthus, and Conry all pushing from behind, Geyer, you are dislodged. And then all of a sudden you get, like, it's one of those moments where Tenumeral couldn't get any force, so she does this thing where she's like, you know what? I'm going to get a running start. And she moves forward a little bit, puts slack in the rope. And then just as you get free, she yanks it super hard and you go flying out the other side.
Worked.
Tenumeral.
What the hell of an arm you've got?
And you guys are all pour out the other end of this tight cavern. So now you're left with a decision to make. Do you go east up the stairs or west through the tunnel?
Either of them small.
Both of them are about the same. They're not like it's like single file. It's not like you're gonna get squashed. So you have free walking space, and if Belthus wants to put his armor back on, he has the
armoring
space.
back up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also go
Looking-
over to Numeral and I'll hand her back the feather.
Looking around, do we see anything at all, like mice, rats, spiders, that I could spend 15 minutes?
Unfortunately, Connery, no, not at this point. You see stairs, and you see a tunnel.
Should we
Let's
check out
go
the
to
stairs
stairs?
first? They seem to be carved in. It's either going to be leading somewhere, it might be the entrance. If it's the entrance, then we know we have to go down the tunnel.
Agreed.
Start heading up the stairs then.
Okay. So you guys start heading up the stairs. You turn to the left once you get about 4 meters up to that first level. You can see that the stairs go up for another 40 meters straight. And it looks like there's a bunch of stairs that just start leading up. And then it turns to the right a little bit. And then there's more stairs. And it keeps on weaving, and there's all these stairs. It keeps on going for probably about another 60 meters. And then you start to see what appears to be light. And it looks like this stairwell is going to come to the surface or outside.
Damn it, wrong way.
This is
What
the
do we
Oracle
see?
stage.
Geyer, make an awareness roll for me, since you're leading the way. Geyer, you start to hear voices coming out from that tunnel. They sound gruff and raspy. And it seems like you can start to hear some of the words. They're speaking kind of a common tongue. Sent them in days ago. They haven't even returned to report. I know what. That lousy good-for-nothing found it, and stole it, and kept it for himself.
How far away are we from the entrance at this point?
As far, probably within a couple of meters.
Guy's going to sort of look at himself. How dirty am I from getting wedged in that?
Probably pretty dirty.
I'm going to look at the walls and everything else. Look back at the group and just sort of go, take off my hat, hand it to Kalsica. Just start grabbing dirt, whatever I can off the walls, and just start rubbing it on my face.
Okay.
Kalsica
You
gets-
tear a piece of algae off and start just wiping the dirty side of the underside of the algae
Yeah,
on your
try to
face.
That's how Mallards bathe?
Kalsica goes like this to Geyer, come down here so she can whisper to him. Mr. Geyer, I'm all for, confusing everyone, but what are you doing?
Look, they think somebody,
Using everyone.
they sent people in here, and they think they found something and ran off with it.
Mm-hmm.
My thought is, crazy half-dead looking duck person they've never seen before comes running out looking half dead.
What? Mr. Geyer, I love you, but you're a very rare duck. I don't really know if they're gonna have to say anything to you, because you're not gonna be who went in, no matter how dirty or half dead you look.
Right, but I want to appear like I am an actually dead creature.
Oh, you're trying to scare them away.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Kalsica starts
I
putting
would
dirt
like
on
to think
herself.
They would not know that I am their friend.
Well, we don't know if they're their
Maybe they're
friends.
blind. Maybe they sent in Quasimund.
I don't
Who's
think
Quasimund again?
the gross duck that we don't like.
Oh,
Of the two
Duck
ducks we
weird
know, the
tongue
one
that
we don't
sticks out
like.
3 feet to the side.
As you guys are standing there having this conversation, you hear more talking, and you hear, Agra, you know Maladuk is going to be furious if we don't return with that piece. And then you hear, I don't want to hear another word about Maladuk. She doesn't deserve to lead this clan.
Yeah.
Kalska's little hands just grab Geyer's Hawaiian shirt and start pulling him backwards.
What?
Mr. Geyer, we need to find the Oracle. We don't need to fight with people who are going to defect from Marmalade.
But if we
fight!
if we kill Marmalade's defectors, we'll put Marmalade more in our pocket.
We don't know how many
that
of them
I
there
agree
are.
with the duck. If we remove the infection, it's less likely to spread.
I don't...
Okay, let's try this.
Can we tell how many people there are talking? Does it sound like just 2 people?
It sounds, from what you can tell, it sounds like possibly 3.
3 of them, 5 of us. And if I can scare them enough.
Infection.
Yeah, you have an infection, it sounds like. Sorry.
Not what I meant.
I thought that was the whole reason why you wanted to go find them.
Geyer's gonna turn off the light on his ring.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a mouthful of your rum?
Okay, I was just gonna say if you let me sneak up, I might be able to stab and kill one of them before we start this.
Okay, you sneak up. And when I see you jump, I'm going to run out screaming like a dead creature.
So I'm gonna potentially assassinate somebody, and then you're gonna try to scare the rest. Is that the plan?
Yes. Sounds good.
Okay.
Fume. For
I don't know.
charisma.
Perfume? Charisma doesn't help me with stabbing things.
Okay, so Kenora, if she fails to stab them and I fail to scare them, then you have to come seduce them to stop them from killing us.
You know, because I
Or
think
perhaps- or
spraying
perhaps
the
spray the
perfume
perfume
on a
on Connery
dead
and then
dog
Connery gets
doesn't
seduced
work.
Or just spray it in their eyes.
Ooh, mace.
Monster jumps out. Perfume!
The New World doesn't quite understand how perfume works yet.
So Geyer's getting ready to run, just waiting on
All right.
your,
Okay, if
So Kalsika wants to sneak? Okay.
Kalska wants to sneak up, and then if I can successfully sneak up to the point where, like, it's reasonable that I can get a jump on them, I'm going to.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. I'll have you go ahead and make the sneaking roll then.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go ahead and just take you all and move you over to a new map.
Okay,
Oh, that's a
I made it.
success. You are sneaking. So we're going to get a new map here. Okay. So Kalsika, you guys, are you able to see?
Yes.
So basically what happens, Kalsika, is as you step into the top part, you guys kind of go to the open. Now, you're in open air now, where your token is. But you notice that you are in what opens up to reveal a small keep. Okay? And it seems to have an extensive view of the Iron Forest. And as you get closer, you can start to hear more of orcish grunts can be heard from the lookout on the other side of the wall. So you're hearing orc grunts.
Ooh. So,
But you're
Ka-
successful at
Kalska's-
sneaking. Yeah.
Kalska's literally peeking before she moves. Is there, like, a
Yeah.
rock or anything as I get closer?
there's
to
a
the
wall
moment?
right there, so you can just move your token up one space up to like peek to see.
Mhm.
You should be able to see to your right that there are a couple individuals.
Mhm.
It's like 2 orcs that are kind of looking out over the Iron Forest. Those stairs that are there kind of like lead up, and it looks like there's like a little lookout corner up there at the top. But there's also an opening about right here
Mhm.
that you hear the voices that you originally heard. They seem to be coming from in there.
Okay, so there's, like, some tucked around in that little corner space, and then there's these 2 guys on the stairs
Yep.
area. Okay.
Hmm.
Kalska quickly just ducks back, as she's prone to do with her sneaking, and looks at, and, like, just, like, taps Belthus, and just goes, like, all hand gestures of like, might be more than we thought. This could be a fight, and looks at everyone for confirmation that they're still good with Kalska trying to just full on assassinate somebody and start this off. Like if we're actually ready to fight right now. Tinny's like, ah! Kalska's gonna, I guess, with my sneaking, I'm gonna do the best that I can to hug the wall.
Okay.
And try to like.
Wait.
Oh.
Let's send a message.
Someone has been gifted a dragon in chat for Kalska.
Aww.
Let's specifically assassinate the one that was talking trash about Marmalade to send a message.
I don't think I can tell that as I'm trying to stab somebody. I will try. So, is it possible for me to like run this corner and like see, like to duck into this before these guys see me with my sneaking roll?
Yeah, you're successful in your sneaking roll, so yeah, you can go where you
I
want.
can get in here. Okay.
Yep. And it looks like
anybody.
there's like there's kind of like a wall, a broken wall here, and it leads to the left and right. You might be able to see it seems like to be a shadow right about here, as if somebody's standing in that area.
Okay, so if I go to that side, I could probably get the jump on someone.
Yes.
Okay, Kalska's gonna go. Oh boy.
Guy, are you moving? Connery and Guy, are you moving to that square in particular?
I'm waiting right at that corner.
Trying to get visual.
Okay, if you because if you move to that, you're gonna have to make sneaking rolls because you'd be in line of sight of those fellows on the other side. So
I'm just right at that corner listening for Kalska because the minute I hear that, Geyer's starting to literally like Walking Dead zombie sprint at these things, trying to freak them out.
Gotcha.
I will, if my sneaking is still working.
This is under the same roll.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just double checking one thing. Okay. I was just triple checking my stuff.
Are you able to see that fella on the map when you moved up to that corner?
Yeah, I can see a
See
guy.
that guy standing there?
Yeah. The first goblin-y looking dude.
Yeah, he's an orc that's standing there.
Kalska is going to do her best because she can't see anything else to just run and like if it's like a launch to like get at this guy's jugular, she's like doing like going to just try to get his throat immediately.
Okay. All right. The way this works, I will have to call for it because you're moving within 2 meters to attack this guy, and the way the rules say, moving close enough to attack in melee, you have to make a sneaking roll with a bane because you're getting really close to them. If you fail, the enemy notices you. Draw initiative.
You have a dragon.
You do have a dragon.
I'm kind of debating if I want to just call the dragon just to get the drop on somebody.
The dragon will work to succeed on this roll.
Yeah, I'm going to use the dragon to get the drop on this dude. I have to take to thin these numbers somewhere.
Okay. So yeah, you will succeed to get within 2 meters. And then if you succeed, your attack counts as surprising, which means that you can choose any initiative card you want. You also get a boon on the attack, and the target can neither dodge nor parry. Using a subtle weapon increases the damage by 1 die.
So would my cursed dagger count as... yeah, it's subtle, I think.
Yeah, any subtle... Any weapon that has the subtle quality on it would work for this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I hit, I get to do my assassin damage, my backstabbing damage, plus my regular damage.
Yes. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to assume that you're going to draw a number 1 initiative card.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to deal you guys all out your initiatives on here because this is going to kick off combat. Let me go ahead and add turns to the initiative tracker here. Let's see if it'll work. Where's my tracker? They change all these. There it is, turn order. And I should have... Whoa. Okay. Why did it make them all... Okay. This is going to be interesting because it says there's 11 folks and there's only 10 initiative cards, so I'm going to see how this works. Yep. Trying to draw with a deck with no more cards. That's what I figured was going to happen. How do I fix that issue?
You could...
I could make the... Well, if I make them an infinite deck...
Could you just remove one of the guys from the turn order, but have him move on the same initiative as one of the bad guys?
I might have to do that. Yeah. Let me go ahead and remove all turns. Let's do this. Let's make these guys up here go on the same initiative count. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fix this for next time, because that is an issue. I didn't want to do that. I'll just delete him.
Do they each have their own initiative? Is that?
Yeah, they would each get their own initiative. They're these guys are considered like NPCs, so they're not monsters.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna make it to the guys at the top will go at the same at the same time. You know what I'll do? This is what I should do. Because they're NPCs, I'm only gonna put one orc on there. And they're just gonna have to go on the same round. So I'll add one orc, and I will add this guy, and then the rest of you, I will add turns to. This will fix the problem. That way we have like monsters kind of going the same, and that should work. All right, let's try to deal that out now. That should work. I do not know why that's making my turn order a white background now. It did not do that in the past. Why is it doing it now?
Not for mine. It's still black on my screen.
Yeah, but for some reason it's white on mine.
Yeah, I can see it on the
Stream?
On Twitch. Yeah.
Let's see if I can change it. Like, I'm on dark mode.
Yeah. I can tell that because it said the turn order box is dark. I don't know.
I don't know either. So I can still see the numbers. It's just they're really faint. So I'm sorry about that, folks on stream. They're watching. I'm trying to make it work. And Kalsika, you're going to take initiative card number 1. So you don't have 8. You actually have initiative 1. So I'm going to reorder that. And we'll be good to go. All right. Kalsika, sneaking up.
Yep. So I have to hit with my knives, and then I get to do all my fun.
Yes. So you get a boon.
I hit hammer. I was not using a hammer. I don't have a hammer. I just clicked wrong.
You do get a boon for sneaking successfully. And I don't know if you wanted to activate any other things to give yourself additional boons.
No, just that for now. So
right.
First roll for knives and second roll for knives. Either way, I hit with my...
You hit with your knife. So if you use a subtle weapon, you can increase the damage by 1 die, plus any other features that you have that you want to add to this attack.
Okay, so using my backstabbing and my assassin and my base damage, plus this add-in, that's 4d8.
4d8 damage?
Yes.
Well, don't you get a damage bonus as well? Do you get a d4?
Plus my d4, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So...
No numbers got this high in Dragonbane.
This is why I want to use it when I can sneak up. Yeah. So 4d8 first. 18. 21 damage.
21 damage. Kalsika, you slit the throat, you just hear... And he falls down. Completely motionless.
Towards me?
Face first. And with a big clump, like his armor clumps down, drops his weapons. Is
there a reaction from anyone around the corner, like the other voices that I've heard?
Yeah, you hear, what was that?
Is his feet still in their line of sight, or can I drag him away like Assassin's Creed?
Unfortunately, they're in the line of sight.
Okay.
So this guy is dead.
Yes.
Deader than dead. But that kicks off the combat. So yes. I'm going to go ahead and put us some fighting music. Let's see. Let's go with some proficiency. Classical.
Do they all hear the big like clunk of him hitting the ground?
Oh yeah,
At least
yeah.
as the signal?
Everybody knows what's up, and you told everybody what was going to happen, so everybody's ready.
The lives, Connery. I think you're next.
That does bring us to Connery.
Would my sneaking up count as my turn, or would I get to sneak around and then a turn?
You technically, well, that was because it was on your card, so you did your action. Now you still have some movement left if you want to move.
Kalska runs back a little just because she's not stupid.
Yeah.
Make this big guy come towards her / towards her friends.
Backing off with a bloody dagger.
Probably gonna duck here though because I don't want to be. Wait, hold on. I had plenty of movement. I'm gonna go over here. Because they would have to come towards me, and I want to not be in the doorway when the other guys come in potentially.
Sure. You got it.
It's my turn.
Yeah, Connery, you're up next. What do you do? Connery sleeps
Connery's
in the
sleeping.
corner.
Is Connery actually asleep? He might
I don't
be.
know. He might be.
he was sitting
Yeah.
up. He just disappeared.
Connery, it's your turn. What do you do?
Muted.
You're muted. I can't hear you.
I went ahead and ran up to that orc over there, took my eight blocks,
Yep.
and I am going to attempt a topple.
Okay. That's a contested, right? Do they have to make a roll?
Yep, contested.
Let's see. Contested D20. Oh. Let me double check. I think that's going to succeed. That will succeed.
Yeah, it's contested with their evade.
Yeah, he does succeed on it. So he rolled less too. So he actually jumps over the staff, catches you coming, and is able to jump up out and not get toppled down the steps there.
All right.
All right. That brings us to another individual who draws a weapon and runs around the corner here. Double check movement on this. Okay. Pulls out a scimitar. Rushes around the corner, spots the halfling, and rushes up. Charging forward, and is going to make an attack with a scimitar against you, Kausika.
Does he get one attack or two, or do I not know yet?
You do not know yet. Skill level 14, so I gotta roll a 14 or better. 6. That's gonna hit.
I'm gonna use my fast footwork, and he's not gonna get me.
All right, fast footwork. I think you have to roll evade.
Yes.
Which you succeed. So the sword comes clanking, and you hear this individual is like, "Stay still." And just gets himself ready. Bringing us to Belthus.
Kalska just looks up at him and he says, "Stay still," and just goes, "No."
What would you like to do, Belthus?
Hearing the chaos of the battle, Belthus knows that Geyer had intention to get in there, so he's going to go kind of nod at Geyer and switch initiatives.
Okay, switching initiatives with Geyer. So Belthus goes to 7, Geyer goes to 5. All right, so Geyer, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay, well, Geyer is going to try somewhat convincingly just sort of shamble around the corner a little bit to see what everything looks like, just where he's been rubbing the dirt and everything else on him.
Yeah. Yeah, you do notice up there ahead that Connery is having a little difficulty trying to trip one of those orcs down the steps.
And then, okay, so I have this one. And I can't remember, can I use my action to double my movement? Yes or no?
You can dash, right? Or
I think there is a double movement. I think if you go into the rules and go under actions, I think it does say, yeah, here we go. Dash, the action doubles your movement right in the round. Yeah, so you can dash in this game.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So Geyer, seeing that, is going to let out the sort of, and then start charging.
Are you pretending to be like a mallard zombie right now?
Essentially, yes.
Oh my god.
And okay. 5, 6, 7. And actually, I'm going to, as I get here, can I just sort of throw myself over Connery as he's trying to trip this thing at the other guy? I don't have an action to attack him. I'm just literally like trying to charge into him and like almost run into him.
Probably not with Connery standing on the steps there.
Aren't these going down?
They're going up.
Oh.
Mm.
You can take a diagonal movement.
It's kind of like they go up a little bit to a lookout, and then they turn the corner, and then they go down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bypass this guy, and I'm going to charge and try to barrel into this guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you just kind of like rush up. You don't really have an action to do anything with it. You're just kind of like running up to them.
I'm just running up.
It looks like you're freaking the orc out a little bit with your behavior. But he's definitely reaching for his weapon. That will bring us to numeral.
Okay. Well, I think it's a little late for my perfume to be of help right now. Oh, she's gonna step over here. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to hit anyone with my bow because my friends are blocking.
Well, the guy that Connery's facing is is up the stairs a little bit. So basically, like from waist up, you could hit him. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
So
don't roll a dragon.
Waist down and hit Conley in the back of the head.
I'll aim, and I'm gonna try to do this.
Okay.
I succeed.
All right. So an arrow goes flying over Connery's head and impacts the orc. You can roll your damage. Oh no. Well, that was good. That was good. Now, you do notice that the orcs are wearing a bit of armor. So it does strike true, but probably the armor protected them a little bit. He stumbles back up the steps a little bit with the arrow in his shoulder.
Alrighty. And then I'm gonna step back behind this corner.
Okay, perfect.
One step.
Nice. Hiding out of view. There you go. Belthus, that brings us to you.
All right, I'm gonna charge in 2, 4. Give a little salute to numeral. 6, 8, 10, 12. It's about as far as I can get right now.
Okay.
Seeing everyone occupied up there, I'm gonna dash to get a little further in and.
As soon as you round that bend, you see that there's a heavily armored orc confronting Kalsika right now. And it looks like Kalsika's like dodging, weaving out of the way, and like rolling on the floor from these massive scimitar attacks.
All right, this is where I'm meant to be. End turn.
Okay, you got it. That brings us to the orcs. So, the orc in front of Geyer is going to pull out a scimitar and try to swipe at the terrifying zombie mallard that is coming after him. So here comes a d20. They need a 12 or less. That's going to be successful. So they do a total of, let me see. Okay, for some reason it doesn't want to open my token settings there, so I'm going to have to redo it. Boom. 2d6. So here comes 2d6 worth of damage. 4 points of damage as Geyer, you feel a slash come across your chest in your new zombie form that you have.
One for leather, at least it takes one.
Yeah. One of the orcs is going to attack Conry. So here comes a d20 roll. 12 or better. A 4 is going to hit. I think you might be muted again, Conry, if you're...
Evade.
Evade. Okay, go ahead. Use your
Evasion.
willpower, and he dodges out of the way as the scimitar sparks off of the wall next to you, Conry. One orc comes flying around the corner behind you, Kalsika, and takes a swing at you.
Okay.
D20. That's gonna hit.
Ooh, these guys are good.
So
It's happening.
It's happening.
I don't want to use too much of my willpower too early.
7 points of damage. Is this one
okay.
caught you a little off guard? 2, 3, 4, 5. One kind of comes around the corner and sees Belthus and says, "Hey, you, stop!" Pulls out a scimitar and runs towards you, but it had to dash to do so. So it uses its whole turn doing that. That will end the orc's go. And that's where we're going to take our break for the evening as we roll into the second initiative round. Okay. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. back. Tenumero has the moon in her hands.
20
be my
high waters,
focus for
tsunami.
That's all right. Unfortunately, the orcs picked the highest initiative, so they get to go first. So I'm just gonna have an attack roll against Geyer again, as that a sword comes back around Geyer. I might have to turn this music down a little bit. It might be a little too loud for our stream, folks. There we go. That's gonna miss. It tries to strike you, and you're able to quickly kind of move out of the way, Geyer. Here comes one against Conry. Unfortunately, that's really good. That's gonna hit, unless you would like to. You can either use your heroic ability, or you can use your action to dodge.
Hold on, my headphone must have died.
Oh.
All right, what'd you say?
One attacked you and hit, unless you would like to dodge.
Can you not hear anybody?
Oh.
Uh-oh. You can't hear
He's
us?
having hearing problems.
While he's figuring that out, Belthus, this one right next to you has a scimitar in his hand. He's trying to drive it into your armor. Oh, no. Oh, he's trying to reset. Belthus, that's going to be good enough to hit. Oh, you're muted in Discord there, Belthus.
I will take the hit.
Take the hit. 2d6 coming your way. 7 damage.
I think I absorb it all.
You absorb it all. Your armor protects you. The orc gets frustrated. Yeah, you kind of stumble back a bit, but the orc is unable to make any contact with you. This one behind you that hit you, Kalsika, is going to swing at you again. That's going to hit. Fast footwork.
Yeah, fast footwork.
All right, spending the willpower to try to evade. That succeeds. So you roll out of the way of another scimitar that just clambers down to the ground, leaving a chunk of stone imprinted in there from the blade. That is all 4 of them. Connor, are you able to hear us now?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay. Did you want to make an evade roll to try to dodge this attack? Or are you gonna take it? You'd have
since it's an NPC, did it hit?
It does hit. They rolled to hit and hit.
Okay.
So you got to decide if you want to dodge or parry.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the hit.
Take it. Okay, 2d6 coming your way. 4 points of damage, Conry. If you're wearing any armor, it can soak some of that.
Leather.
All right, so it takes 1 off, so 3 points of damage as the orc's blade strikes you across the chest, bringing us to Kalsika's turn.
Kalska's going to take a stab at the big guy.
The big guy, you got it.
He's scary. I want him away from me.
That's gonna hit.
I will add backstabbing to that.
Okay.
For 2d8.
You know what? Before you roll damage, they are going to try to parry your attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll a d20. And they do not succeed.
Okay.
So they attempt to try to block you and are unable to do so.
Okay. 2d8, 9, 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Now, this one is wearing a pretty heavy armor. You can see it's probably wearing chainmail in front of you. And it does soak up some of that damage.
Belthus, cut his head off!
But the fact that this individual tried to parry and was unsuccessful, you caught him off guard now, because he's used kind of like his movement to do that. Yeah, and as you say that, Belthus' turn.
I'll
Balthazar's-
take my cue. Yeah, go ahead.
Balthazar's got one like orc trying to drive his scimitar through his armor. Another one next to you. What do you do?
Yeah. Okay. Taking Kalska's cue, I will spin away from the orc that just hit me. Taking my new, fresh longsword, hot off the forge, and I'm gonna swing it at the big one.
Okay, you got it. Whoa.
Not
You
a lot.
rolled
That's the worst
all
possible damage.
ones on damage.
Yeah, that's as bad as it could possibly be. That's the worst I've ever done.
So you come around and you strike, and just sparks fly up from the chainmail. Like you hit, but you don't think you did any damage to this guy at all. He kind of looks turns his head towards you and snarls.
Lady Halfling, you didn't see that, right? Please tell me you didn't see that.
Kalska goes, I won't tell if you don't, and Iz just has her blades out.
Alright.
That individual would have gone, but tried to parry, so doesn't have a turn. Bringing us to Conry.
Alrighty. Let's do a 1d6. Gonna restore 3 willpower points.
You taking a round rest? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay.
Taking a round rest.
Okay.
Well, ignore that second one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better roll.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna make an announcement of what we're actually doing to these orcs by saying, this is what happens to anybody who betrays Marmaduke.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So you shout that out in the middle of your round rest, where you're basically just like standing there, just taking a break right in front of this orc who wants to skewer you. Excellent.
Well, I'll say to make it look fancy, I commune with nature to restore my willpower.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Sounds better than standing there waiting to get skewered.
That's right. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Geyer, you're up. Zombie Geyer.
So, seeing that this guy does not seem to be afraid of the snarling, screaming, zombified Mallarkin in front of him.
He seems to be a little afraid, but the best way as an orc to like get rid of something is just keep swinging your sword at it. Yes.
And so this is guy is sort of flailing around at one point. The arm comes down. He's going to come out with the poison dagger that he took from Kalska and just swing up at him.
All right, go for it. Make your attack roll.
Oh crap! Which one is the right one for melee? Okay, it's this one. That'll hit.
That does hit. 9 total damage.
And then it has the lethality 9.
Yeah, so you got to make a roll. Roll a d20. Oh, is that the one that rolled a 7?
Well, that was my knife attack.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so you have to make an additional roll.
I can't find out how to make it do the second roll.
Yeah, just roll a d20. You've got to get a 9 or better. Oh, and if you do, oh no.
Nope.
Both fail. So the poison does not take effect.
Yeah.
You're trying to stab him with the poison, but he looks badly injured, but he is still up in front of you, Geyer. And that brings us to Tenumeral.
Oh, I'm not muted. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, let me quickly unmute. Then I'm like, wait, I'm here. Okay, so I'm gonna step around this little corner again, and I'll take another aim with my bow at the one that's by Conry.
Okay, you got it. And that's gonna hit.
Succeed.
Yes, you can roll your damage as that arrow strikes true once again. So 8 total.
Nice.
So another arrow strikes, and he looks very badly hurt as he's stumbling about, but still with 2 arrows sticking out of his chest, still standing in front of Conry.
It's like Boromir.
That's right.
All right, and then I'll.
I tried to take it from him. I tried to take the ring.
My king.
All right, and that's it for me.
Okay, she dodges back around, and that
Yep.
ends the round. So we've got to shuffle these up. We'll shuffle them up. We'll deal out some new cards, and we'll reorder them all. Conry, you got the first initiative card. You might be muted again. I see the red light on your microphone. That usually tells me you're muted. There you go.
Sir. All right, let me look up my pipes. All right. So anybody within 25 squares of me gets a boon as I activate my bagpipes right in front of this orc's face.
I forgot to get a bagpipe sound effect for us. I'm gonna have to remember. I'm gonna write that down to remember. Bagpipe sound.
Yeah. The crickets chirping is the audience accepting bagpipes as
Yeah.
a sound.
I'm sure our ratings will go through the roof once I add that to the stream. Excellent. So you guys hear the sound of Conry's bagpipes, and you guys are all granted a boon on anything that you try to do this next turn. Anything else you'd like to do, Conry? You want to move away or stay put?
I don't believe me standing here is interfering with Tenumeral's roles, correct?
Nope. Tenumeral's
Then
still
I'm
striking
fine.
true.
Then yeah, I'm fine right here.
All right, so these orcs are going to continue their onslaught. Geyer, you're going to get another roll against you. 12 is just enough to hit you. That is the number. Would you like to try to dodge, or are you going to take it?
Nope, I'm going to take it.
All right. That is 6 damage as another strike cuts across your flesh.
Geyer's looking pretty rough.
Oh no. Here comes one against Conry. That is going to miss against Conry. One against Belthus. Is this one is like, why are you ignoring me? And tries to stab you in the back. Belthus. It does succeed.
I'll take it.
You'll take it. 2d6. 8 damage.
Oh, still just not enough to.
Not enough to get through. All right. And then the orc across from Kalsika attacks Kalsika again and rolls a dragon.
Oh no. Oh no.
Cool. I'm allowed to use my thing to evade that though, yeah?
I still think you can't evade dragon rolls.
Wait, you have to roll a dragon or what?
I think you might
No.
have to roll. Let me double check.
Yeah, if it's possible, I'm gonna try. If it's
I think you might have to roll a dragon to evade it. Boom, 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 boom. Melee
Quick, does anyone have
combat.
25,000 promo points?
I do.
Rolling a dragon when you attack, you score a critical hit. This means that a dragon roll is required to parry or dodge the attack. Yes, you would have
So
to roll a dragon on your evade or parry to avoid it.
Hold on a second. Let me do some health math here. No, I have to risk the hit because if the chances of me rolling a dragon to spend what's left of my willpower right now is just not gonna work logically for me. So I'll take the hit.
I gotta check something too. Not all melee weapons are strength weapons, right?
No.
No, some
For
are
example,
attack.
my
Like
staff
my
is agility.
Or do you?
Swords, I think, tend to be strength.
Yeah,
where,
swords
yeah,
are
where do you find if they are? Does it say all
The
swords are
equipment
strength?
list.
Yeah.
Yeah, swords are all strength.
Okay, I've been screwing up. I'm supposed to be adding they have a bonus to their damage rolls that I haven't been adding.
Oh no.
So I'm going to the ones that I rolled already are as they are, but I'm going to start rolling their
For this
bonuses.
dragon.
But remember,
Yeah,
it doesn't
we're killing
double.
the halfling.
It doesn't double for the dragon. So, but the damage. So it's going to be 4d6 plus a. They have a d4 in strength, so they would add a d4 on top of it. So here we go, 4d6
This is gonna suck.
for the
Good night,
dragon. 13
Yeah, there's no way.
plus an additional 2
Yeah.
damage.
Kalska hits the floor.
Kalsika is knocked down. Now you're technically just like mumbling, like you're not unconscious, so you can be rallied or rally yourself
Yes.
as this orc attacks. I think all the orcs attack now. So that was all of them. So that brings us to Geyer.
Do we hear anything from Kalska as she collapses?
With all the action going on right now, you probably don't have any idea what's going on down there, other than the fact that you got Connery right behind you, starting to blast bagpipes.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Rock on,
Beltus would also be yell. Like if Beltus sees this, he would be like, "No!" Like,
Yeah, you could hear a yell from Belthus
Yeah, but I
probably
got
within it.
bagpipes.
Like within 4 meters
6
from
feet.
you. Yeah, it's
He's an old duck surrounded by bagpipes. Not gonna end well.
Okay. Yeah, Geyer, having no clue what's going on, is going to stabby again.
Go for it.
And you said we get a boon from the
Boon from the
Scottish
bagpipes.
behind us?
Oh, yes you do.
Okay.
That's
a hit.
hits for 7 damage. All right.
And successful on the poison this time.
And honestly, as you stab through, the poison, it doesn't even matter, because as you strike through, you see the life start to fade from this orc's eyes as his eyes just roll back into his head, and he falls to his knees and then to his face, as this one is dead.
Okay. And then I have 10, right? Yep. I'm going to keep moving. I'm heading back looking for the others because Connery seems to have this one.
Okay, now technically, as you're passing that one by, if you move any farther, you will have to succeed on an evade roll, because you're within 2 meters of it. So if you want to try, you can, or you can just stop right where you're at.
No, because as I get there, I can see around the corner, and I'm assuming I can see Kalska on the ground.
Kalska looks in bad shape.
Yeah. So immediately, Geyer would be running after.
Okay. Oh, look at that. A dragon on your evade. Yep.
Oh my
This
god.
man's gonna have like 10 rolls.
I know. Look at it. He's rolling like crazy tonight. 1s or 20s. That's all he's rolling.
Take it.
That's all there is.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I can get right in here. And Geyer is now running, just literally now frothing at the mouth, looking like the mad zombie he was pretending to be. Looking at her, and now looking at the giant one in front of him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that one seems to be a lot bigger than the rest, and I can show you guys. I think I do have a handout. Yeah, this is what this individual looks like. Show to players, show to everyone. This is what this one looks like.
Oh, he's handsome.
Mm-hmm.
Eesh.
So there you go. All right, Geyer ferociously moving up. Kalsika, I need you to make a death roll for us.
Okay.
I think that's just if I remember in the rules.
Well, if you're on the character sheet, you can just click death rolls and it'll do it for you.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Okay. Let's see if I trigger it correctly.
To roll against your con, yeah. And you succeed, yes. 3 successful death rolls, and you recover. Yeah, it does the 3 successful like D&D does. So yeah, you got a successful one. But now you technically have So how to another player character with the mirrors, if you rally, you can even try to rally yourself, rolling against will with a Bane. So you could technically try to rally yourself with your turn.
Yeah, might as well.
So you have
against
to
my
roll against will with a Bane because you're doing it to yourself. It's a lot harder to kind of convince yourself to keep on fighting than it is for somebody else to.
Is it though with Mr. Geyer's angry quacking above me?
Yeah.
Well, according to Dragonbane rules, it is.
I have like music to Kalska's ears at this point, so okay. First
Imagine
roll.
that noise with bagpipes playing behind it.
I don't rally myself.
Unfortunately, unable to rally yourself. Yeah, so you're kind of just still in this kind of vegetative state, just sitting there like mumbling to yourself as you're just dealing with all the pain bleeding out there from the wounds.
Yep.
Okay.
So just above table, reminding everybody that roll 20 only shows what the player can see. So Connery cannot see that she is down. So unless you guys say something, I don't know.
Yep. Absolutely. To numeral, it's actually your turn.
Okay, so I will do what I have been doing.
Yep.
I'm gonna step around
Re-knocking
the
an area,
corner,
stepping around and firing again? Sure.
and I'm gonna do another one at that guy.
Oh no.
Whoa, this one
Would you like to push it?
is a fail. No, I made a lot of successes, so every so often you're gonna miss. Hopefully it doesn't hit Connery, the problem.
No, you didn't roll a 20. You'd have to roll a 20 to accidentally hit Connery.
We just made it.
It got close. Connery, you
Alright.
just
An arrow
shifted
in
the
the bagpipe.
bagpipe. Yeah, the bagpipes almost got hit with an arrow there.
And then I will step back behind the wall into my safe zone.
All right. This orc is going to go, sees this raging duck, but his eyes fixated on the armor-clad elf in front. It's going to take a swing at that elf.
I'll take it.
That's going to hit.
I'll take it. Yeah.
All right, so I think this is going to be 2d6 plus a 2d4 damage, or excuse me, 1d4. 2d6, 8 plus 10 damage.
Okay, I'll take a little bit of damage.
All right, this one strikes true. The orc smiles. You can see these massive tusks like starting to pull up from the lower lip there. He smiles. And that brings us to Belthus to close out the round.
Smiling big for someone who's about to receive vengeance for Lady Halfling. And I will swing right at the-
foolish for running in here like that.
Kalska's
Halfling gets-
half dead when she flips him off from the ground.
If she gets back up, you'll regret that. And I'll swing at him.
All right.
Oh,
That strikes true this
Okay.
time for
better than
11
last time. Better than
damage.
last time.
And as it smiled, you slash across, and his facial expression immediately changes to stumbles back a little bit, falls down to one knee, looks very badly hurt, but is still standing, still in the fight.
Oh, strong opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And turn.
And turn. All right, so we'll advance, and we will go to the next round as we shuffle the initiative cards and deal them out. And reorder everybody to numeral. You're first up for us.
Alrighty then.
Oh, and keep remembering, you guys are gotta remember the bagpipes are going, so boons are still here until the start of Connery's turn. I think that's what the rule says.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think I rolled.
I don't think you
wait,
rolled your
what?
attack with a boon.
Yeah, I didn't roll the boon either.
No. Okay. Okay, that succeeds.
Oh yes, that is gonna hit. You can roll again because you have a boon technically to see if you can get a dragon on it.
Oh yeah. Ah. Whoa, I pressed too many buttons. Okay. Roll 1d20.
Got
slightly
closer.
better, but
You're
not
almost.
quite. Okay,
Yeah.
I accidentally made my Roll20 go full screen, and I like can't get it out now. Okay, whatever. We'll deal with this later. Roll 1d8. Roll 1d4. Okay.
So 5 damage. And
Yes.
one arrow hits this orc between the eyes. And the orc falls onto the steps, motionless. Orc is dead.
Got a kill.
Yeah. Kill shot.
Only took
yeah.
all the turns. So even though it sounds like there's a lot of commotion, I'm just gonna kind of hide behind this wall for now until like my next turn, probably.
You got
I
it,
think. Or actually, let me count. What's my spaces here? Let's say I was here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Actually, I'm gonna take like a step forward towards my friends.
Okay.
Since there's nothing in my line of sight, I'm still
Yeah,
kind of
all
like,
you can
tucked
really, you can
behind
just
the wall.
hear like swords swinging and blades clanging. That's
Yeah. I'm gonna actually do some steps too.
all right. Belthus,
I'll
it's
come
your
up to right behind this corner then.
okay. Belthus, your go.
All right. Almost immediately after the last swing against the big one, I'm gonna just take another swing, and this time, remembering that I'm hearing the sweet, sweet sounds
Sweet
of Conrad's
sounds.
bagpipes,
Oh yes.
reminding me of my time on the battlefield in the days before I met the team.
And that's definitely
wow.
gonna hit for a lot of damage. Look at that. 15 damage. Belthus, describe how you eliminate this foe for us.
Well, yeah, on our way down, Lady Halfling had suggested that I cut this thing's head clean off, so I will definitely follow her suggestion and just let the sword sing through the air and
The head releases from the body and rolls a couple of times and then bumps right into Kalsika's body laying there, and it's stuck with a shocked orcish expression on its face as it's like completely eliminated. That one is gone. Nicely done.
nice. And I'm gonna just tuck down a little deeper, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Kelsika.
I believe Geyer and I are going to switch initiatives.
Switch initiative. First, I need a death roll from you.
Yes. Get back to the correct screen. Success.
That's another success. 2 successes. And you and Geyer are going to switch initiatives. Geyer is at 10, so Geyer is going to take the 6, and you're going to take the 10. So Geyer, it is your turn now.
So Geyer is going to spend his turn and try to rally Kalsika.
Okay. I think that is to rally another. You have to make a persuade check to rally a. Yep.
So I'm just going to be bending over. Come on, come in. Anyone looking at Geyer can see there is just blood pouring out of him. He is wrecked. He's bending over. No, I'm too old to be dealing with this. Get up. We need you. We need you.
And that succeeds. So you've been rallied. So even though you're at 0 hit points, you're still in the fight. So you basically can get up and act as normal on your turn.
When Geyer's going, come on, we need you to get up. She goes, okay, Mr. Geyer. Like, they're like standing next to each other, just bloodied.
And then Geyer's going to sort of weasel around as Kalsika's getting up and get in front of this one. Well, you stay away from her.
You got it.
Little uneasy on his feet, waving the knife around.
That one is dead, so that one's not going to be able to go. That brings us to Conry. So now the bagpipes stop playing at the start of his turn. Red light, Conry.
I'm gonna take a swing.
Here you go.
That's a hit.
Who are you swinging at?
He's dead. All right.
Yeah, he's dead. you can continue to beat on him if you want.
I'm swinging at my self-conscious. All right. I didn't realize he was
Getting your
dead.
inner demons.
Yeah, he's got an arrow through his between his
I was
eyes.
zoomed way out. Coming over here. Let me see if I have enough willpower left here. Where's give this a try. See if I got enough.
It's gonna succeed. A treat wound.
So that is gonna be 3d6. If she even has that many health points, I'm not even sure. Nope, that's a negative, but whatever.
17 hit points.
Oh!
I overdosed her and she's down again.
She's on
Calcica just goes,
steroids. She looks like the Hulk
she goes
now.
Hulk.
Right.
So Calcica, you're laying there, but you're full health now, right?
Yeah, back all the way up.
Restored to full health. Amazing.
And,
Calcica just looks at Connery and just goes, okay.
Before ending my turn, I'm gonna look at the last two. It's only 2 more surviving, right?
2 orcs remaining, yes.
All right, gonna look at the last 2 and say, this is your last chance to stand down. Obey Marmaduke or follow the rest of your brothers.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll for me.
Oh, scheisse. I had to roll
Is that the
under a
ancient
4.
dragon language?
I had to roll under a 4, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna kill these people.
Look at that!
What are the odds? Jeez.
As you say that, the one over there by Geyer is, first of all, now that Geyer is covered in dirt, looks like a zombie mallard and is like bleeding profusely everywhere. That's freaking him out. And he just watched his leader lose his head. So you watch them as it becomes their turn. They both lay down their scimitars and hold up their hands and surrender. That's their action. Now, technically, it's Calcica's turn.
Murder, death. Murder, death.
Now it's the girls with 18 knives turn.
Mercy, forgiveness.
It wasn't our idea. It was Agra's.
Muted.
Wasn't your idea to do what exactly? And she's holding her blade to the throat of the one.
Agra wanted to challenge Maladuke for leadership of the tribe. She thought that he thought that if he followed her along for long enough, that eventually he could win over the rest of the orcs and we could overtake her.
But you followed Agra.
Well, no, we were sent here on a mission from Maladuke to retrieve pieces of some statue.
Calcica looks at her friends for keep alive, like just any kind of vibe check on her friends for how's everyone feeling about whether we let this surrender happen or not, for potentially more information, or if I just slice their necks.
The Numero would step around the corner and maybe ask, have you found the pieces yet?
Looking at that warrior, that orc warrior that's kind of talking to you guys, he said, no, we sent several others of our clan in there, but none have returned.
Calcica is enraged seeing Geyers all bloodied and is
Yeah, they almost killed you too.
Regardless of what happens, Lady Halfling should be able to punch him in the stomach.
Can I?
I'm gonna kind of take you guys out of initiative order because we're really they've laid down their weapons and they're just there. So
He deserves at least one punch. Let's be clear here.
Kalsa keeps her blade to the one's throat that she's had it against that was talking,
Mhm.
and goes, "Have you seen anyone else in the area besides your people?"
No, not to my understanding. There isn't anybody else here other than us.
Geyer's going to look at him. And this piece Marmalade is looking for is down in the cave.
I don't really know. We were sent here to explore and see if it was here. But I haven't been in the cave myself. I haven't seen it. Those we sent in, like I said, have never returned.
Who does your allegiance stand with?
Oh, my allegiance stands with Maladuke.
And what is Maladuke's orders?
To retrieve the statue piece and return
And
it to
why
her
are you
immediately.
still up here?
As I was following Agra's orders, he was in charge of this operation. But
I'll
now
look over at
he
Agra.
looks down at the head laying on the floor. Now he's no longer in charge.
Kalsa just ties like a ribbon to Agra's hair so she can drag the head behind her.
Okay.
Like,
So-
this is our gift to Marmalade eventually.
It looks like both of us need something from down there. Why don't you two accompany us and we can complete these common goals and please Marmaduke at the same time?
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh God, why? Why not the duck?
Dang,
Why
you
not the
kept
duck?
talking.
You're trying to persuade people to do things.
Kalska's happy to slit throats. Oh.
Well, I guess we're fighting.
It looks at you and it's basically like it looks down at all the dead orc bodies like around. It's like, I'm not sure we 100% trust you.
So
I
why
can see
don't
this.
so why don't you just go back to Maladuke and tell her that we plan on returning to aid her soon?
Kill the serpent.
Will you to kill the serpent? Are you gonna find the piece and return it to Maladuke?
Yeah, she was here for something.
These are big
She's not
caves.
just here for us.
These are very big caves, and if you haven't noticed, I am 3 feet tall. It takes me a while to look through the damn caves.
We will continue the search here and we will return when we can and follow up.
So we should return to Maladuke and let her know that your expected arrival soon.
If
No.
we find it,
Few weeks.
it's going to take us a few weeks to search the caves.
If you find it. If I go and return to Maladuke and say that you're going to return with the statuette piece, she's going to expect it. And if you don't come through with it, I may end up like Agra, and points to the head lying on the ground.
They could speak of our alliance, right?
Yeah, Yeah, were these orcs? Do you guys remember us when we visited Bothold's Load, or were you not there?
I have never seen you before.
Okay. Well, we became friends with... She almost says Marmalade, she stops. Maladuke.
If you were friends with Maladuke, why did you attack us?
Because we heard this one, and Kalska kicks the head a little,
It rolls.
saying Maladuke is not worthy of leading you. So therefore, we had to assume all of you were traitors.
There's an alliance we're all
Oh.
protecting.
Oh, understood.
You didn't
protect our
think that
friends.
you were the only ones Maladuke has sent out, did you?
Oh, of course not. She sent others all around the Misty Vale looking for these pieces.
Exactly.
Quick question. I'll maybe asking them, but like, which side of the mountain are we on now? Like, are we on the other side? Like, where did we pop out?
Are you talking about like
From where we entered to where we are now, like.
you're kind of more on the it would be the eastern side from where you entered.
I was just wondering about, like, if we send them on their way, if they go down that side of the mountain.
Oh yeah, they're on that side that they could go. They could easily get around and get Get out of here.
Gyra's going to walk a little closer to Belthus and just gesture to him to come down a little, try to say something so they don't hear.
Okay.
Do we really trust them to go back and not speak of the 5 individuals who just slaughtered their expedition?
Trust them to speak to.
Maladuke.
I mean, they're welcome to.
I assume orcs.
So that destroys the alliance we took time to build.
Well,
It's
how
not
would
going to
it?
destroy Alliance. These are traitors.
How would it destroy the alliance if the story is that we defended Maladuke's reign by killing the traitors?
Are we certain that's what these 2 will claim?
I assume
That's why I
orcs expect a
suggested-
certain level of conflict.
Kalska's playing with her knife again. She's like, probably not.
That's why I suggested bringing them down to finish their mission, because let's face it, extras never make it to the end of the movie.
What's a
These
movie?
lovely red
What's
shirts.
moving?
I wonder what this movie is.
It has to do with cows?
Yes. Does anybody even remember the name of the goblin that traveled with us? I rest
No,
my
wait,
case.
wait.
Grub? Isn't it Grub?
It was Grub. It was Grub. Thank you. You're fine.
I was like, it's a G name. Hold on.
I mean, I don't care what we do, but let's move forward. Are we killing these guys, or are they gonna tell the truth to Maladuke? How about, what do you 2 think? Should we kill you, or will you tell Maladuke that one of your friends here tried to usurp her?
Kalska's just sharpening her.
We have no reason to lie to Maladuke. Lying would only get us killed immediately by our leader.
And what will you tell Maladuke about us when you see her?
We will say that the ones that struck the alliance were retrieving the statue piece to bring back to Maladuke. All glory for Maladuke. And the other one goes, "Ah, ah."
Kalska looks at Geyer to see what he thinks of all of this.
You can see Geyer is still looking at you, at Kalska, with a certain level of concern. Still isn't really sure who beat you senseless onto the ground, and is still holding that dagger you gave him.
Unfortunately, it's the one that we're If he asks, Kalska's not gonna lie. But...
He hasn't said anything yet, though, because he doesn't want to. Kalska knows Geyer well enough that you would probably catch that as Tenumeral has made her way in. Geyer keeps glancing her way as the conversation's going. You would recognize it sort of like trying to case the people at the market to see who the mark is. He's watching to see, looking for tells, trying to figure out where she's at.
So are you giving this surviving orc glances of disdain?
Am I doing that?
Both of them very heavily. 2 out of the 3
Okay.
people who were in the room where Kalska was downed, only 2 are left.
So am
One
I
more-
getting the sense that you do not like the fact that we're letting them go because they hurt Kalska? Like, is that what's pulsing off of your aura
Always
right
the
now?
vibe. That's always the
Yeah,
vibe.
that's the vibe.
So, huh.
But he also has heard what Conry said, and isn't. If Conry's made the deal, he's not gonna. I'm a merchant man. The deal is sacred. You made a deal.
That's what Kalska's all about.
I love it.
I did make a deal, but only one person is needed to deliver a message.
Does Conrad say that out loud?
Actually, yes.
Hmm.
I'm
One
gonna say,
of the
you
orcs
know,
like chimes in and is like, Well, but one could carry all the gear and the equipment.
That is a good point.
Yeah. And you see the other one like start to panic and start picking up all the weapons that have been dropped by all of his dead comrades, and he starts like looking like he's doing important work.
A one-on-one duel would be fair unless Lady Halfling seeks to show mercy.
Casca's looking at both orcs, but specifically at she definitely hard glances at the one that took her down. What's his reaction when they?
Listen, I was just following orders. Agra was adamant that we get this done and get it done quickly. He was getting very frustrated that we were unable to find the statue piece.
I'm gonna walk over to the one that did not hurt Kalska.
Yeah, he's currently like picking up weapons, throwing them over his shoulders. Like,
I'm gonna stand him up.
See, I got a lot to carry. You see,
I'm gonna calm him down, stand him up, put my hands against his chest, and then give him a light little pat on the cheek and say, "Why don't you start walking? And your friend may or may not join you. I'm gonna leave this up to Kalsika to decide."
But see, he's much better at talking than I am. I'm good at carrying things and swinging a blade. He's good at talking.
Start walking.
Yes.
Tinny's doing
Yes,
this
Wolfkin.
Ladies here. Yeah.
I wrote pause. Tinny has something to say.
The one who almost killed Kalsika is still alive?
Yeah, it's this one right in front of Geyer and me.
Okay, Condry.
We're just
hello.
following orders now. Just following orders.
You shut up. You have no... Where you're done talking. So, the one who tried to kill Kalsika is still alive. We've let 2 of them surrender, but if we kill one of his friends, he's gonna hate us and not take us. So this is all a stupid deal.
So are you saying we just...
And then Numeral is probably gonna walk up to the one who hurt Kalsika and stab him with her knife. That
Oh, you're just gonna stab him? Okay.
Tinny just makes the choice. We're going with the choice.
I'll give you the boon on it, so you can roll again and see if you get a dragon. Okay, so roll your damage with your knife, and I'm gonna give you an extra damage die because I'm gonna consider this like a sneak attack. You're not like because he wasn't like expecting this, so I'm gonna give you the extra damage dice.
Yeah, because, like, hello, they just almost killed Kalsika. Like, what are we doing?
None of you knew that is the whole point. Like,
Well, now I know.
Which one it was. I still haven't even said it out loud. I was just glaring a little hard.
Well, now I know.
So
Okay.
Numeral would have walked up here,
Yeah.
and so you roll your damage. Uh-oh. So roll another D8 on top of that, plus your D4. Ooh. So 6 damage. So he catches this. You don't get like a really like clean shot on him.
Yeah, because
Like
I did it kind of sudden.
You do it kind of sudden. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up a turn order. And I'm going to add turns. And we're going to deal initiative cards.
Here we are.
Because you just kind of like walked up and tried to skewer him.
Numero's remembering when she got axed and Kalsika beheaded the thing, and she's like not okay with us just like letting this slide.
Okay, and it just so happens that Kalsika is the first one to go after seeing what Tenumeral just did.
Just a base question. I'm all for killing the one that hurt me. How bad does this one look versus the other one? As we've been talking,
the other one that's picking up all the equipment hasn't
started walking.
Yeah,
right?
he's just finishing up picking some more weapons up. He's got his hands full.
Injured at all?
Nope, doesn't look injured at all.
And the one that is in front of us that hurt me, they didn't get injured in the fight until now. Yeah, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. The other one just got stabbed. That was it.
He's got a knife in his stomach.
Kalska just goes, Yeah, sorry. You tried to stab me, and now it's my turn. And looks over and just looks at Belthus and Conry like over her shoulder really quick and goes, "Stop the other," and knife.
Knife. That's gonna hit.
Oh.
It's just D8 plus 4. So 6 more damage to the...
6 damage. So yeah, you slice into him. He's still up, but he looks badly injured.
Team
Looks like-
Stabby Girls.
Ooh.
I mean, it's your turn.
And it is Tenumeral's turn.
Oh no.
Succeeds.
Oh no. Oh no. Bad
rolls.
damage rolls.
Yeah.
So, with the armor that he's wearing, he is still able to survive this onslaught of knives
Damn.
coming at rapid fire at him. And Belthus, you are up. The girls are
Belthus-
just starting to just dive on this guy with knives.
Belthus is gonna look over at Geyer. I was hoping for a fair one-on-one duel. You decide how you want to serve justice, and I will switch initiative with Geyer.
Okay, so you become a 5 and Geyer becomes a 3.
Yeah.
Excellent. And we'll redo that, and Geyer, you're up.
So, Geyer was gonna hold true to what Conry said, but Tenumeral and Kalsika have made the choice, so out comes a dagger and just...
I was still gonna let the
Put
other
him
one
down.
go.
Okay.
Yep.
You can go ahead and attack him.
Oh, well,
14 is a hit.
I just hit this.
Oh,
Oh.
Mike!
Geyer, describe to us how you put this one down.
So as Tenumeral and Kalska are just like repeatedly stabbing into this thing, I think Geyer just sort of walks over and just boom, right to the top of the head.
Top down. And it falls down to the ground in front of you, motionless. Maybe a little bit of a leg twitch on the ground.
And
And
then I was going to use my movement to step back out here because I can't remember if it was Tenumeral or Kalska, but somebody said stop the other guy.
Kalska's head. Yeah.
So Geyer is now standing in the
Yep.
doorway, arms crossed
And he-
with the dagger sticking out like...
And immediately on his turn, he like drops all the other weapons and stuff that he's been picking up, and he goes to try to run, but you stepped in front of him, and he's like, "Listen, I don't want to die. I really don't." He just holds his hands up. That's all he does for his turn. Belthus.
In this, I'm just going to pass.
Belthus, get him.
It's on you guys. I vote we let him go, but you do what you will. I trust you all for your sense of justice.
Conry.
All of your friends that have died were all traitors. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah, yes. Traitors, all of them.
That's
Every single
the
one of
story
them.
We're gonna stick with. That's the story we're gonna stick with, right?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is
Yeah.
Gru.
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 Can I borrow this, Gru? And I'm gonna reach over to him and I'm gonna rip a part of his robe off.
Okay.
Do you know what wolfkin are good for? I will
Pelts.
find you, Gru. I will find you. And I will kill you if I find out you said anything otherwise.
Oh no, I'll say exactly that. All traitors,
All right.
all deserve death. Hail Maladuke.
Hail Marmalade. That's right.
We'll search for the statue piece. There is no guarantee that we will find it. Do not make promises that we can't keep.
Oh sure, no promise. We
Tell
got it.
Maladuke that we stopped the traitors and are letting you live solely to deliver the message that we're going to continue looking and we will return when we can, but with no promise of anything in our hands when we do, other than the original promise made for our pact.
with all those words you just said, he looks very confused. But he looks at you and he shakes his head like this and says, "Yes, I will tell Meladuke all of that."
Calcia's just wishing she had a really sharp stick right now. She's not good for much.
You have a feeling you killed the smarter one.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't help but notice Calcia's anger rising. I try to soothe it with some bagpipes.
Oh, he found it.
That's awesome.
Very nice. Beautiful.
Oh my god.
I'm going to take us out of initiative order because it seems like you guys are letting this individual go. And he kind of like, oh, I must take one of these to defend myself on my way. And he takes his scimitar back and like sheathes it and starts to kind of run up these steps. And he's like,
Hey, hey, Gru, if you see a wagon out there with that's ours. If you touch it, we'll kill you.
Right. No wagon.
If you touch anyone in it, you're definitely dead.
No wagon. Gru, stay alive. And he runs off.
Geyer is now just rummaging through that large orcs.
Yeah.
Has anybody noticed that we are crewing a lot of orcs and goblins that start with GRU?
Brew, grub, rum.
That's right. Okay,
I
so
mean,
the
Conry, I
orc-
don't want to say anything, but that's sort of profiling, isn't it?
Oh,
Just saying.
Oh, I apologize. I have misgendered Agra. Agra is actually female orc, so I apologize.
all right. Sorry.
Don't you
I feel
assume?
crazy about searching our body.
Agra seems aggravated now.
You know what? I'm gonna have to look in the book here really quick as Geyer is looking at Agra's. Agra had chainmail and a scimitar, but that was it.
No money?
No money.
Running out of budget for looking for this.
I'm
Statue.
gonna bend over, open the mouth that Kalska's dragging around. Any gold teeth?
No gold teeth. A lack of teeth.
Oh, God.
But all the rest of them that were killed, I think there were 4 that
Conry
were killed.
puts on a latex glove. I think I know where they're keeping the coins.
I'm done. Nope. Goodbye.
They all the rest that you
Run away.
killed, had studded leather and scimitars. So if there's any use for those pieces of material, you guys could scoop those up.
Well, according to Chad, apparently Conry found 5 copper pieces during his proctological exam.
Oh no! 5 copper pieces amongst the dead.
These things happen. I'll swap my flail for the chainmail since I think it's probably more valuable to bring back.
Okay, sure, you can do that.
Studded leather has metal or no?
I believe
Yeah,
it
it has
does.
little metal rivets on it.
It has
Okay.
little metal rivets on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume.
Instead of leather, I'm trying to find.
I think it's armor level 2, so it would be a little bit better than your regular leather that you're wearing.
Yeah, but if it's metal, it impacts casting.
For
But
me,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, for
Maybe not.
Calcica.
Calcica might be good
Yeah,
for.
it says
trying
to
metal has an anti-magical effect. This includes partial metal items such as studded leather and arrows.
Wooden arrows.
With
Yeah.
the studded leather, does that give me any disadvantage on my sneaking, or is that still quiet? My page is not loading.
Let me check.
Bane on sneaking, it looks like.
Bane on sneaking rules
I don't
for
want it.
studded leather.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's certain rules I abide by, and that's it. Nope.
Okay. Yeah. So choosing not to go with the studded leather. Got it.
It'd be nice to be beefier, but it's also nice to be able to like take something out in one swipe.
Mhm. So, you guys are still kind of here in this keep, kind of looting this small band of orcs. What do you guys do now?
Guy's just going to sort of walk around this room, reactivate the light ring.
Okay.
Do I see anything as I'm sort of wandering around?
There is nothing here. It looks like it's like a temporary, like little, like there's not even like camp type stuff here. It looks like they were just kind of temporarily like hiding out here.
Wow.
But there's.
I could see all the feet.
That's right.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, that was weird.
But you don't really
Amazing.
even looking around in depth, you don't find anything here.
Okay.
All right. This
So I
is
think we
where
have
the
to-
guy ran off.
Yeah, that guy went down those steps and disappeared
Okay.
into the iron
this-
forest.
This is back into where their mission was.
Okay.
Yep. You'd have to go back
Okay.
down the steps to go back into the caves.
Okay.
The oracles here, yeah.
Merle would clean off her dagger and
So,
say, "It's working very well now that it's fixed," and put it
so
back.
now that we cleared out the castle, there's nobody saying, "Hey, the oracle's at another castle."
Nope.
Okay.
Are there any
Mario
mushrooms?
reference.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you're not.
You
You're
got
not
it.
There's no giant flagpole out there in the front.
Right.
I take out the mushroom and smack Connery with it.
Does anyone need a rest before we continue exploring?
Absolutely. My willpower
fine.
is down to
Probably,
one
but
after that heal.
I've already taken a brief rest today, so I'm good until sleep.
Should we settle in here at the keep then? Or
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we've
Here.
cleared out the keep, we could properly defend it.
Couldn't we also potentially, if we don't want to be even connected to the caves and the icky things in the walls, we could.
Oh yeah, we could go to our
north.
cart because we're by
We're on the
that.
we're on the other side of. We're like more east of. Like we're on a different entrance. But we could just
I
go
don't
into the forest to sleep.
I think the keep would be better fortification because we
I'm-
could defend
I'm
this
down
one
for that.
entrance.
Yeah.
Because there's
It's probably
only
gonna
one
be
way in, one
uncomfortable
way
too,
out,
but-
right?
I know I left my sleeping accoutrements in the cart.
Yeah.
you could join us in the tent. Oh, we don't have the tents here, do we?
Tents in the
I
wagon.
think you have the tent in the wagon, don't you? Or did you bring the tent with
Yeah.
Don't bring the
Oh,
tent.
that's in the wagon.
you?
Wow.
You could
I mean,
technically,
we
you
could
could technically
certainly cut
walk
off a
back to
few
the
walks.
wagon.
Go up and walk around, yeah.
You could
maybe
walk
through the
around.
woods. I could do a
Then we
little
have to go
stroll in
back
the
to
woods.
caves.
Well, we now know there are two ways into the caves, right?
Yeah, you could essentially wake up and then come back up here through the woods and travel back in this way.
Yeah.
Mm.
But either way, we are agreeing to take a rest, right?
A good.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel
can-
fine.
I could take a watch.
Sir Ballard, you're bleeding. I literally see.
I
Dire.
feel fine.
There's
Dirt,
just
blood.
been a trail of blood and he's walking around.
Kauska just looks up at Mr. Geyer when he says he feels fine and just pouts at him to make him feel guilty for lying.
So what's the decision is to walk back through the forest to the cart to gain your
That'd be my
materials?
vote.
Okay.
So we
Yeah.
can actually sleep
How
better,
long would
yeah.
it take us?
And I'm going to go ahead and pick up the large tent.
An
while
hour
we're
at
there.
most.
That way this doesn't happen again.
Should we
I'm
just
gonna-
camp by our cart with Dragonus?
Camp in the cart with Draneth and the dogs near the cart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll bring the flail too. That's
So I'm going
we
to pick
might-
up the large tent and drop the open helm off so that, I still have enough inventory room.
Okay. So you guys
And
are
if
traveling.
We bring the cart back. If we bring the wagon back over here, then we can unload everything from these corpses.
There you go.
Wise,
Stock the
wise.
wagon
True.
up. Yeah. Loading it up.
This is
Keep
the
looking.
sequel. The search for more money.
So as you guys return, Draneth kind of looks at you. Oh my goodness! What has happened to you all? What, Mallard? Geyer, you look very badly hurt.
Oh, he's
I-
fine.
It was spiders.
Spiders did this to you? That is terrible.
Among other things, yes.
Kauska just snuggles up next to Lucy and River in the back of the wagon and waits for it to move towards the other entrance again.
Okay. Yeah, you guys.
Skyr gets upstairs. I just looks over at Kalska and one bloody head just sort of on her cheek. No scaring me like that again.
Actually, Dranath actually looks at you, Geyer, and he's gonna cast a spell.
Oh.
What's the difference between treat and heal?
Oh, the rank. It's gonna be a bigger heal.
How hurt do you look, Geyer?
On a scale of 1 to 11? 1.
1, okay. Yeah, so he's going to cast Heal Wound on you. Let's see if it goes through. He's going to push it.
Wow.
It just succeeds. So he seems very disheartened that he's unable to do it the first time. You are going to heal 2d8.
Oof.
15 hit points restored to you, Geyer, from Dranath.
I
wanted
on steroids.
I wanted an angry Dranath.
It's like, oh, I'm trying to figure out. I'm just so distraught over your expedition in this confrontation with these nasty spiders.
Supposed to just be talk to an old person, not 8-legged monstrosities.
Well, hopefully the rest of your journey bodes more successful.
Oh, we found a much easier way in, so little rest and hopefully should go much smoother.
Right. Ignore the fact that we're bringing flails and chainmail and open helmets back. These spiders were very advanced.
Well, I'm sure any cave will have a distinct number of treasures within.
Mr. Drana?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Did you happen to see anybody while we were inside?
No, it's been all clear. Been quiet, pleasant. I've done
Were
a
you
little bit of
sleeping?
reading. Well, maybe a tad.
Okay.
The dogs kept me good company. One chased a few birds.
Always napping.
There's nothing wrong with a pleasant nap. I do it all the time if I can get away with Kalsika driving.
Debatable. Kalska goes a little too fast sometimes and helps get harder.
Does anyone need to numeral to set up the tent?
I think, yeah, we have to...
Please, God.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna forgo the bushcraft rolls on this part, since kind of like you've already established your presence here. So I'm gonna forgo those for this, and you guys are gonna be able to set up your camp. Probably, are you gonna put it inside the keep or outside by the cart?
Ooh.
I prefer outside by the cart, personally.
It's your choice.
We'll keep Lucy in River company.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Either way, Numeral would use her sleeping fur and sleep like outside by the cart,
Okay.
regardless of where everyone else goes, and she would stay with like Dranath probably.
Yeah, since you guys sent the one orc on his way, you haven't heard anything or seen anyone out here on the outside presence of this keep area, so it's been kind of quiet. You guys establish your camp set up, you guys get your fire going, you guys cook some food, you guys can all take a set of rations off for each character, including Dranath, because you have another mouth to feed. And then I think that is a good time for us to stop and end our session tonight, and that will close this episode of Dragonbane, Secret of the Dragon Emperor.